Have you heard the story about the beautiful princess who lost her beauty and never remarried? Sit down and let me tell you. Once upon a time, in a kingdom nestled between rolling hills and deep enchanted forests, there lived a princess named Seraphina. She was renowned far and wide for her breathtaking beauty, hair like spun gold, eyes as blue as the sky, and a smile that could melt even the coldest of hearts. But Seraphina's beauty was matched only by her arrogance. From a young age, Seraphina was showered with praises and admiration. Her father, King Eldrick, doted on her, and her mother, Queen Ayana, dressed her in the finest silks and jewels. The country and noblemen of the land never missed the opportunity to flatter the princess, hoping to win her favor one day. As she grew older, her beauty became legendary, and suitors from distant lands came to seek her hand in marriage. However, Princess Seraphina, knowing the power her beauty yielded, dismissed them all with disdain. No prince, duke, or nobleman was ever good enough for her. She found flaws in each man. One was too tall, another one was too short, one was too rich, another too poor. She enjoyed the control she had over the hearts of men, believing that no one was worthy of her. Words of Seraphina's rejection spread far and wide, and soon the kingdom was abuzz, with the tales of the princess who would not marry. The suitors grew fewer, but Seraphina was unbothered. She delighted in her independence, confident that she would always have the upper hand. One day, a mysterious suitor arrived at the palace. He was unlike any of other men, clad in a dark cloak that concealed his face. He exuded an aura of misery and danger. His voice was deep and smooth, and he spoke with a confident and intrigued Seraphina. "I have heard of your beauty and your arrogance, Princess Seraphina," the stranger said, bowing low. "I have come not to win your heart, but to make you mine." Seraphina, always one to enjoy a challenge, was intrigued by the stranger's boldness. She allowed him to court her, curious to see how far he would go to impress her. But the stranger did not bring any gift or gold or jewelry for Seraphina, nor did he sing her praises and flatter her. Instead, he spoke of the world beyond the palace, the places she had never seen, and wonders about how it came to existence. As the day passed, Seraphina found herself falling in love with the stranger, falling in love with the mystery man, and she accepted his proposal of marriage, thinking that at last she has found someone who could match her both with confidence and with beauty. The wedding was held under the light of the full moon. In the palace garden, the stranger remained cloaked, even as they exchanged vows. When the time came to lift the veil and seal their union with a kiss, Seraphina reached out to touch his face, but to her horror, her hand passed through the stranger, passed through him like he was made of a mist. The stranger was a ghost, a spirit from world beyond. Seraphina recoiled in terror, but the ghost only laughed, a sound that echoed through the hall like the rolling of a bell. "Did you think, princess, that you could dismiss every suitor without consequences? You have judged others harshly, and now you must face the truth of your own vanity." The ghost's laughter filled the room, and the guests looked in shock, unsure of what to do. Seraphina, trembling, tried to pull away, but the ghost held her fast. "I came to teach you a lesson, Seraphina," he said in his voice. His voice is now cold and hollow. "You believed your beauty made you better than others, But beauty is fleeting, and arrogance is a heavy burden to bear. As the ghost spoke, Serafina felt a strange sensation come over her. Her once radiant hair began to dull, her flawless skin grew pale, and her eyes lost their sparkle. The beauty that she had prized so highly faded before her very eyes, leaving her plain and unremarkable. From this day forward, the ghost declared, you will walk the earth as you truly are, stripped of the vanity that blinded you. Only when you learn humility and kindness will you be free from this curse. With that, the ghost vanished, leaving Serafina standing alone in the grand hall. The guests too disappeared, as if the entire event had been a dream. But Serafina knew it was all too real. She looked at her reflection in the polished marble floor and wept for what she had lost. Years passed, and Serafina wandered the kingdom in search of redemption. She helped those in need, offered kindness to strangers, and slowly she learned the value of humility. Her once radiant beauty never returned, but her heart grew warm with love and she received those she aided. One day, as she was helping poor farmers with their harvest, she felt a presence behind her. She turned to see the ghost, his form now less ominous and less serene. You have learned well, Serafina, the ghost said. Your beauty has been replaced by something far more valuable, compassion and wisdom. Your curse is lifted. And with those words, the ghost disappeared for the last time. Serafina, no longer the arrogant princess she was once before, lived now in peace and in harmony. She was loved by the people for her kindness, and she had shown them a lot of kindness over the years. Serafina never married, but she was never alone, for she had finally found the true beauty that lies within. And so the story of the Princess Serafina became a legend to remind that beauty is fleeting, but a kind heart endures forever.